winning this fight tonight with our name lit up in lights. We are the new kings.
Who's your early pick to win the T20 World Cup this year?
Who do you think I'm going to say?
Green and yellow.
Well, the reigning champions, obviously. We've got our home conditions. And I think that, that was the one thing I think that made Australia's win in the last World Cup, that, not remarkable, but that little bit sweeter for them was the fact that I think a lot of people, and me included, when they went to the UAE and the conditions that they were going to have to face on the back of an IPL, I thought that the conditions might have been the thing that might not have allowed them to win it, but they found a way. I actually think, I know England are an outstanding white ball team and an outstanding white ball setup. Pakistan, as I said earlier, always find a way in these types of events. New Zealand generally always find a way in these types of events as well. But if I was a gambling man, then I think India and Australia will be the two that will play in the final, and I would just have to say that Australia might just beat them in the final.
Waqar Younis fancies Pakistan's chances to go all the way during this T20 World Cup, given on how they're currently placed. What do you make of that?
Yeah, look, I think that's a really fair assessment. They have been outstanding and for a long time. Obviously, well led. Their batting lineup's outstanding. Freedy's done an amazing job with the new ball for them. So look, there's no reason why not. But I just think if I just look at and I'm not taking anything away from Pakistan or any of the other teams. I just think the three teams on paper that look to have the most class and the most match winners would be India, Australia and England. So, and as I said, that's not discounting anybody because, I know the game too well that any of New Zealand, Pakistan, West Indies even, and we know how they tend to and love playing this game, but are probably most suited to the T20 format. So it wouldn't surprise if any of those sides I mentioned there found their way through to the final.
How important do you think the Babar Azam-Mohammad Rizwan partnership will be to Pakistan's chances, and how do you think they'll go on Australian pitches?
Yeah, look, those two are crucial for them. Basically to the point, and if Babar doesn't have a great tournament, I don't think they can win. That's how important he is to them. I saw him sort of up close and personal a couple of years ago out here in a test series against Australia. I said then that I thought the sky was the limit for this guy as far as that was test match batting. I think even then he might have been the highest ranked T20 batsman in the world at that stage a couple of years ago, and he certainly, if anything, has probably got better and better the last couple of years. So those two are very, very important. Their top order, their openers are obviously very important. Their new ball bowlers are really important. So. And as they've always done through the years, we've always found spinners that can play a really good role for them. Now that role of the spin bowlers in Australia might be a little bit more difficult with wickets that probably won't give them any assistance. But obviously that'll be a challenge for India as well, what they end up doing with their spin bowling combinations going into this tournament here in Australia.